I took a celecoxib for my autoimmune disorder. It's like a steroidal anti-inflammatory. I took it with tadalafil and then Northera, which is a vasoconstrictor, in the morning on Monday. After the Northera faded, I took the tadalafil. Just like the opposite effect, vasodilation, because I really didn't like the way it made me feel. Not like horrible, but like not great. And then I took the tadalafil, and then I took the celecoxib, and I really liked it. It makes me wonder, does the vasodilation help drugs get through a barrier, not just a blood-brain barrier, but if you have, I don't know, clotting issues, or if that's a real thing from COVID, where there's some sort of weird microclotting that like the drug's efficacy, it's just not getting to where it needs to go. In this case, the brain or the central nervous system's like the blood vessels, the lymphatic drainage is all backed up. So it's also backing up entry. So you get less, I don't know, efficacious drug use with stuff that's supposed to help for whatever reason, like anti-inflammatory, kind of lowering things that also affect the RAS system with your kidneys and retaining sodium and minerals that will help blood volume, which is different than vasodilation or vasoconstriction. Dude, I don't know. I felt retarded earlier in the day, even with the celecoxib. I'm not retarded. Like, it felt like my verbal acuity was slightly off. Is that the testosterone? I upped it again this week, so it's kind of like sick of looking at myself. I don't know. I really don't like being fat. I'm like sick of it. But I've been lean without testosterone. It's really the autoimmune thing as like a Band-Aid. But it's like, I was ripped without testosterone in the past. My jawline popped like a motherfucker. This fucking filler like gives me this goddamn jowl thing. Whatever. I look like a fucking little bit of that Spartan haircut that like I'm in the Senate in Rome. Curls on the sides there. You see that shit? E2 Brute. E2. Life's good. Did not like the fact that Bausch Health is like got me so excited today. What a fucking pump up circle jerk. Went from $4.70 all the way to $6 almost, back down to $4.70 on heavy volume. I've seen activity like this before. People are testing, like hedge funds are kind of seeing how the stock will move. People are playing it up and down before an actual event occurs. We're about to see some news event, and so there's some sort of buying in. But as the buying pressure faded, it was pushed down. So I could have made a lot of money. I could have sold at the top and then bought back. I was just like, is this it? Is this the big one? Is it going to $20? No, it's not. Very disheartening. But you know, we ball. It's part of the game. It is part of the game. There's nothing you can do about it. You just gotta roll with it, you know? Trying to see if any fun act after hours. See that? Just like completely like fucked. Yeah, it's so scary. But DraftKings announced its prediction market, so that's cool. I'm still waiting for the Apple Store to allow me to have my developer account for something that I want to launch. Still waiting. God, it takes forever. It took them just like a year to ID verify. I mean, not a year, but like a month to like get someone to help me. I was doing the email thing, and then I finally called them. It was much faster. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, don't ever email Apple. That's not the way to do it. Now I know. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. What's going on with the news? So hot. Women in the workplace complain that it's sexist to have the temperature so so low. I argue, I don't know how you get anything done with it at 75 degrees inside, especially in the summer. Like, how do you get anything done with women, period? Wearing like high heels and like cute little outfits in the office when you're trying to like push a product to market. That's not helpful for anyone. Some woman who's like blocking everything, just this big like wrench in the flow of things because she wants to feel self-important. And also, by the way, I think it's sexist that it's 74 degrees in the it's 67 degrees in the office. I liked it more at 74. That's a compromise. That's not a compromise. What did you want it at, 80? Is that then it's a compromise? You wanted it at 80, bitch? Who's gonna get anything done? Are you black? Are you like sub-Saharan? Like that's like normal for you? No, you grew up in Connecticut. Like, why do you need it to be so fucking hot? You're not we can like, you know, we can put on clothes, couldn't we? We could put on some cashmere socks, but we can't take off all our clothes if we're hot. You're cold, you add. We rip off our skin. Like, what do you think? You want us not to wear suits like wool? You want us to look like slobs when we're trying to push this product to compete with Apple computers? Women will find a reason to like make you like apologize for something that is like not even good for anybody. It's not even good for them. This girl is like lingering over my food at my place. She's like, do you want anything for food? I'm going to order something. She's like, no, I'm good. And I already ate. I'm like, oh, so I eat. And then she comes in and it's like, oh, let me get some. And like lingers, like just like hovers around. I'm like, hey, come on. I'm trying to relax here. And she was offended by that. And I'm like, you just took half my food. And I'm like, I haven't eaten all day. I'm not yelling at her, but the fact that I'm like, hey, take it easy. Can I just eat and relax? Just like that voice. And she's like, you don't want me to like stare at you while you're eating? You're not participating. This is a solo endeavor. I offered. You're no longer a part of it. Also, it's relaxing to eat by myself. I like it. I can eat like a fucking pig. I can like just, you know, I don't want to converse with you about your feelings while I'm eating Chinese food. That's just meant to be a glutton. Like, I'm meant to just like shove my face with all this rice and like spicy, these peppers, where I have this like fun little game of this adventure where I accidentally eat a pepper, my mouth's on fire, then I have to take a break from eating, rush to the kitchen. Do I have any milk? I don't. I use ice. It's even worse. I wait it out. And then it's so good. I just go back to it and try it again and avoid the peppers. And then maybe it happens again. I just do it all over again. I want to do all that by myself. It's like some people solo climb, you know, without ropes on the mountain to climb the mountain. I eat Chinese food and I like don't pay attention. And if I get a pepper, I get a pepper. It's fine. But no, she wants to have me converse with her when I want my mouth to be focused on chewing. And she wants to take half my food. But I ask, do you want anything? No. Are you sure? You know, girls like, you know, we can split. You know, I'm at dinner with some girl. We can split it. I mean, I don't want to split it. I'm paying. You get whatever the fuck you want. I'm paying for it. I will get whatever the fuck I want. And that's what's going to happen. And then she's like, but it's so much food. I'm like, yeah, now you're calling me fat? Imagine if I did that to you. Like, women are so unaware of their hypocrisy. Like, you're going to eat all that? I'm like, imagine if I just flipped it. You're going to eat all that? Do I look fat in this? Yeah, you look like a fucking cow. You look like if I threw a Frisbee, it would just like rotate around you. You look like you could become one of the moons of the earth if you got on a trampoline and started bouncing too high. You just like float off and then like do a little orbit in perpetuity. Fucking like SpaceX had to go get your ass. Yeah. things that women do. It's so fucking annoying because we like, it's not even magical. We know exactly what they're doing. Most of us, some guys don't know, but like actually a lot of guys don't know, but the guys that do know when a woman's doing something, it's like from a woman's perspective, they think they're being slick. You know, they think that you don't know. And then you call, like you explicitly say, this is what you're doing and that's why. They're offended that you've broken the covenant of like, you're not supposed to say out loud what I'm doing. I'm crazy. Now I feel like I'm being criticized. Like, no, I'm just not indulging your mental illness but your general disposition, which is woman. I'm not indulging your bullshit, insecurity, emotional dysregulation. I'm not doing it. This is what you're doing. This is why you're treating me this way. It's really abusive. I'm a victim of your abuse. If you start to phrase things in like female talk, they actually do back off. Like, I feel hurt by your behavior. I'm really offended. I feel like you're abusing me. I thought you loved me. You know, if you talk like that, you could diffuse a thing with a girl so fast because they're just like, all right, asshole, you're gonna play our game. Fine. In their head, they're just like, but also it's a mirror. Like, they understand that. They're like, I don't want to feel that way. So they back off. Dude, change it to I think, or you're making me feel, and you do that, and they go with I feel. I'm like, but I feel, and then they realize because you're making it so, you're exhibiting the hypocrisy that clearly your feelings as a man are second to hers, and she doesn't really care. She doesn't really care about your feelings. She cares about you acknowledging her and making her feel special or important or basically just safe in this convoluted way that is completely unfair to you. Yeah. And you put up with it because she is a pussy. And that's the relationship between men and women. That's the relationship if she's a supermodel, if she is 400 pounds and you know, you live in like bumfuck Kentucky, it is the relationship with all of them. They are all the same. And unfortunately, the more power you have, the more they test you because like the risk of them losing you or being abandoned by you is higher. So the more you have going for you, the more they test you to see like, will he sacrifice this business deal and stay up late with me instead of working? That's how I know he'll like me and he'll be there forever. I'm like, that is like psychotic. That's like some weird, that's like Munchausen shit. And that's just like that's not even it's not even a term. They should combine them. That's just being a woman. That's what they do. They fucking create shit to distract you because they're like, any sensible person would attend to me in my state and not be at the office. But you created the state to get me to leave to test to see if I would do it. But we both know it's full bullshit. Sometimes we don't know. And then you abuse a guy for the rest of his life where he's just like, she has these moods sometimes. She has these like, not moods. She has these, it's a mood, but from the man's perspective, the way she's trying to exhibit, it's like an illness. She gets these spells, you know, and I have to drop what I'm doing and lose $1 million and attend to her, you know, otherwise I'm not a good husband. I'm not a good simp, you know. And it's all fake. It was never real. She just does it just to make herself feel better. And then she'll guilt trip you that you don't have enough money to send her to the south of France with the kids for like 2 weeks. Women. Dude. Women, you know? It's just like, oh. In China, they made it illegal to write like movies or media that makes it seem like women like can fall in love with a rich guy, like that they're banning this because it's giving like women the false impression. I think it's contributing from their skewed male female like birth rate thing that they like to do where they kill the girls or the second and third child if it's not a boy or something, whatever it is. They find that like these women that are like into their 30s are such a burden on the system because they're complaining. They're starting to whine like American women, like no one wants me. Part of that is that you thought you were a special princess and like we're supposed to marry a billionaire, and so you waited or you became a whore and like you're cute enough where And it's funny, she was fucking all these fucking like whatever guys, and it's like, I'm just waiting for the billionaire. But you notice that, like, none of the billionaires are like, you're not fucking any billionaires. They're all just like normies, and you're not marrying any of them because you think you're better than them. And then it's like, but the billionaire will come, and so China's banned the media that like kind of propagates that. I'm like, that is smart. In America, it's the complete opposite. That's the number one thing. It's called a romantic comedy. They have a fucking category for it. It's like the number one thing. Highest return on equity. Romantic comedies, because there's no, huge scenes of, whatever, bombs and like lots of like CGI work they have to do and all the special effects. It's much lower budget, higher return on equity. 50% of the population, they all go see it. It doesn't even have to be that good. Women like to feel like affirmed by other women. Even if the lie is like completely ridiculous, they like it. They work together in that way. They're like a coven of witches. It's like, oh, what? So he accidentally called you by your mother's name, and then you blew up his new Porsche with a kerosene-soaked rag, and he yelled at you? You should divorce him and take half. Yeah, that's just, what a monster. Their favorite, what a narcissist. Not ever considering that they might have a problem in that department themselves. They couldn't possibly be that. You go on YouTube and you see like living with a narcissist or surviving a narcissist or narcissistic relationship victim recovery, whatever. In the comment section, I hope they're all bots, which would even be worse because it means like a system is perpetuating or affirming women in this regard. They're all like, I love this. My ex was horrible to, like, and it's like all of you people sound like narcissists, and you don't even see it that way. It's like, it's crazy. Oh, you didn't do anything wrong in the relationship. He's just like only men can be psychos. Did you see Fatal Attraction? Do you know who Glenn Close is? Oh my God, bro. Women can't be manipulative. It's like an Amber Heard, and this is the worst thing that's ever happened to women in recent memory because it was public. The Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. It's like, like it showed a crazy woman being crazy at the same time attempting to act as though she's a victim. When I watched that trial, I watched every day of it, and I probably watched the reruns to like fall asleep and just like it was soothing. I dated a girl that had borderline personality disorder, maybe histrionic, maybe some narcissism. They're very similar. At university, highly intelligent person. Whenever we fought, I would try to diffuse the situation, and then if that didn't work, I would like try to leave, and she would block the exits. She wanted to escalate. She once like hit me. No, this has happened more than once. She once hit me, and like I would block her like punches, and then she would hurt herself or seemingly make it seem like she hurt herself and say, "Ow, why did you do that?" I'm like, what the fuck? Like crazy shit. Amber Heard was talking about how Johnny Depp would like block her from leaving when she was trying to like de-escalate the whole situation. And I'm like, who sued who first? Amber Heard did. In England, I believe. This is like some sort of appeal or counter lawsuit filed in Virginia, Fairfax County, for defamation against Amber Heard. And Johnny Depp clearly is not blocking, like his comportment in the audio recordings that were her. And she voluntarily gave them to the court thinking they would prove that she was the, the victim, called the Brady rule of disclosure. But she technically didn't have to disclose it. Like who knows which day was recorded and where. So it's like he's this. I really don't want to talk about this anymore. She's like, you. That's the way you are, Johnny. You just, and then saying to the court, like, oh, he was blocking me from leaving. I just wanted to de-escalate the situation. Just from the tone of voice, it was obvious that was her, and it reminded me of my girlfriend who would block the exits. She wanted the attention. She wanted me to bend to her. It's a way of feeling safe. It's a way of feeling acknowledged or affirmed. But it's so abusive, and there's levels of it. Not everyone's the same. Holy shit. I really got to stop looking at Twitter when I get like likes. It's just bots. No famous. Like, there's some famous people that like my shit. Who gives a shit? They're not like, oh, I like that guy. They're just like liking something. Dude. Also, who gives a shit if it's a famous person liking my shit? You know? Oh, my follower count went up. See what I mean? It's like a fucking illness, dude. They've got us. I think that my whole world is like people liking me on this shit, dude. It's so bad. You know? It's like, oh, I don't have to do anything today. And you know, the other weird thing in terms of like Twitter, you don't feel like you need to do anything. You feel accomplished. You feel accomplished by like strangers, like robots liking your tweets, and you refuse. They're real. I have friends. Ashton Kutcher. He liked one of my tweets. He and I are good friends on the Twitter. You know what I mean? Dude, oh my god. When I first didn't know how Twitter worked, like, a girl would make fun of me. She's like, I would like do everything wrong with like hashtags, and like she's like, that's not how you use Twitter. I'm like, I'm friends with Ashton Kutcher. I'm friends with like whoever was on there that was big at the time. Jack Dorsey and I are like close friends. Like, what do you mean? Well, I follow him. Does he follow you? Like, doesn't matter. He's really busy. So stupid. I was partially being fun, but like I knew there's something about it, man. It's an easy way of making a connection. Maybe it's like you in real life know that everything's fake, and like the Alan Watts quote where he's like, people go to parties and they like choose not to opt in because they realize that the party is like no one's real, like the social climbing, the brown nosing, the fake jokes, the false laughter to appease someone. You just see it. Some people like me can see it, and so somehow I'm better than it and I choose not to go or opt in, which is wrong because it's life. You're supposed to play the game. Put a character on and just play. You're not better because you see it. You're less than because you see it and you don't act and use it to your advantage. And then in the digital world, you don't see that fakeness. It's more in the background, and that's fun. That's like you get like the fun without the uncertainty of falsehood. It's like poker without faces. You know, it's like online. You know, it's like, oh, you know, there's like something there. You just don't have as much information, so you don't see how fake it is as well. And then even when like people come out that are e-girls and like they sleep with everybody, Sarah Stock, and others, you know, that seemingly are just like not really Catholic or not really what they say they are, grifters of all sorts. Not that anything's wrong with that. I think being a grifter is wonderful. It's like it's a gift, you know. People who like criticize grifters are losers because all you can do is complain, and you have this like this complex of virtue that's not real. Like, you think you're better than them because you don't do anything and they saw something that was popular and decided to make money from it. No, you're a loser. Like, you're just jealous, really. Deep down, you're just like, I could do that, but I don't want to because I'm better than that. What do? I pump gasoline. like, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm an environmental lawyer. Sophia Rain's a horrible person. I help trees. You know, it's like, dude, yeah, you like $86 million too, you know? So, you know, like, respect, you know, there's a thing, like, you can think it's abhorrent, someone like Sophia Rain, what she did to make money, But do you know how hard that must have been if she was like relatively normal, like to put on the Bonnie Blue and you be somewhat of a normie, or even for a psychopath or a sociopath, or for someone who's just like can like compartmentalize that part of their life. It's not easy. And then to be successful is hard. And then to have that much success where you have like a golden parachute in your 20s, like that's incredible. And so, yeah, I just find it really disgusting that people try to tear people down who are just trying to find their way in this world, and that they seemingly think that they're more perfect. You're not. I'm not. You're not. No one is. And when we respect each other, like imagine someone who's really successful and you're not, and you wish you were them, or you admire them, right? And they just like look at you like you're a piece of shit for not being like of the glitterati or of the same social status. But what if like that person came down, you know, and went out of their way from their ivory tower and tried to help you and give you some inspiration, like one-on-one? I bet you'd be very grateful. I bet you'd be incredibly grateful. Now, instead of chastising that person, but the way they made their money, you don't have any money. You know, I like them, but they also did this thing, and like, okay, Martin Shkreli is okay, but yeah, you know, maybe just be a bit more like nice, you know, and understand no one's perfect. People are trying. You have no idea what people are going through, including these, you know, unpious or like low class people, you know. Maybe just give them a little bit more leniency, and give yourself a lot more leniency for not taking more risks in life, because that's what you need to be doing. Forgive yourself, look at them as an example, and fucking get out there. One of the things I noticed about the testosterone, I have like severe anxiety. Like I have like horrible anxiety, and I've had it since the immune system's made it worse, like this fight or flight response. The immune system, like the activation, I don't know what, even when I'm not flared, it's like I was more anxious before the testosterone. The testosterone definitely makes me realize, and I raised it ever so slightly, and I feel it again. When the high doses, 30% higher than I am right now, I felt it. But right now, right here, you even feel it. How short this life is, like how fucking fragile it is in terms of living. Like, are you surviving? Are you like worried about shit? Like, how am I going to pay? I owe the IRS this year, and I still haven't paid them. How much do you owe? I owe the IRS like $4,000. You know what I mean? And like, those are your problems. Okay, maybe you need to take more risks. Stop being afraid of life. The IRS is not going to throw you in jail. They're going to work with you. Okay? Now, figure out a way to make more money. Figure out a way to owe the IRS $200,000 next year. Okay? Love yourself. Love yourself. Give yourself the opportunity to be the best version of you that you can be, and stop worrying about what other people are doing. Really. Stop putting people down. Be like, dude, there's a guy in my building that's made a ton of money off of social media stuff, but like kind of owning the platforms for different social media people, or helping them with the marketing, the background. I have no idea how to do that. And I just like am really good friends with them. And he played some golf and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't ever ask them. I have no fucking idea. He just redid his floors, probably cost like $25,000 minimum. I don't even know, like, because I don't know, but a lot. Probably. I had a quote for the bathroom to put in heated floors, and that was a lot. You know, a decent amount of money for a bathroom, and I can only imagine doing like whole house. So you know, he's doing great. Lift him up. You know, you're having a hard time, you can go to someone like that and see like, hey, yeah, just things are not working out the way I want them to. And I think it's my fault. I just don't know what I'm doing wrong, you know? That humility between men, that's awesome. Humility is like everything that endears you to people. No guy wants to hear about like a rich prick, you know? You can be rich, but just be nice to people. And you can be poor, be nice to people, Have some self-respect though. Take some chances, because that is kind of the difference between you and where you want to be. And it's funny, like you fill up things with like women and like dates and like a fancy watch or a fake watch that looks fancy or a nice car that's leased. And these are filling up the gap between what you think you're worth and what you think that means to be successful in your head, to feel better about yourself. And the funny thing is that when you actually make a lot of money or start making money and you can afford a Ferrari, you don't really necessarily want one. It's weird. It's really weird. You thought like that was everything for you. You want a 355 Berlinata, however you say it, or a 430 Modena, or whatever. I don't know. You wanted the car from Bad Boys, the kind of teal looking Ferrari. I think it was a 360 Modena, and then you have the money to get it, pay cash, and you're just like, why? Like, you just don't care. Because a lot of that was about you being perceived by other people to make yourself feel better, and not about like enjoying the car or whatever it is. You're just like, God, what a nightmare. I have to get garage and like, deal with, Actually, I think they're really great, the 360s. I think the 360s or 430s have some problems. I think the 360s is a good deal. Never mind that. I have to watch this new Armie Hammer movie. I hear it's horrible, but I want to watch it. It's Friday. It's hot. Oh yeah, the Chad the Groiper's transsexual lover. I'm going to use her pronouns because it's confusing to refer to he and he in like this weird, like, I'm so based, I'm not going to ever call some tranny. I'm not going to do that because it's just confusing. He said, and then he said, how do you define the pronouns when you're talking about both of them as he in a reference in one sentence? You don't know who I'm talking about. Imagine a transsexual person trying to like lift themselves up, but also tear someone down. And they say the most embarrassing thing about this person that's famous is that they had sex with you, the transsexual. That seems like, you're like self-owning and you don't even know it. That's so bad. It's not good. It's not good at all. So, yeah, I don't know. How does this person talk? I don't want to put someone on blast.
Yeah, so last year, May 2025, I shot the builder. Women and femboys, they're the only people who want to act feminine. He sent me these texts with his baby mama, who was Latina. Months later, after a date, she said, "Go live happily ever after with a dude. Get him, girl." And then he said, "Back in the day, when women were made to be feminine, that's when society was the best and the least gay shit occurred. Every time women get out of hand, go back to the Roman days and dudes who are more femme than their fat girlfriends are. Women are so manly, dudes would rather a femboy than come home to their GFs who act like dudes will call men gay for being femboys who are more feminine than they are." In quotes.
How dare you not want to come home and man with a pussy?
Sorry, babe. I'd rather a girl with a dick than an N-word with a mid-T like yours. Cry laughing emoji. My friend...
It does sound like he's mad at his girlfriend and he's trying to make her feel bad by juxtaposing having sex with a transsexual as being more, manly and straight than having sex with the fat Latina bitch that he was living with. I understand that that's people do things like that to hurt each other. Like, I think people use the N-word not because they actually think that's what you are. They like do that because it's the like most offensive thing they can say to you to let you know how angry they are and to provoke a response. It's like it's a measuring stick. They're not actually like They don't think that they're better than you or that you're less than. They want you to know how angry you've made them. And so they're trying to communicate with you in a way that's like going to get you to understand. I think that's 90% of the time why people use that word. And this is what's happening here. But again, it doesn't help. It leads to you getting your head blown off. Or like in this case, being in a jail cell and being outed as like, when all your supporters are like, Sean's so base. And now they're like, yeah, I wish him well. I wish him well. You know? She's reading more of the tweets. Hold on.
Made a good point where she's like, yeah, bro, like you really owned your baby mama. I know it's like not base, like it's very misogynist. Just say you think it's hot, bro. Like, that's all. It's not really just how hot he was. Yo, look at this last selfie he sent me, actually, from a new faceless Grindr profile.
I'm gonna find it.
Look at this picture. He's so hot. I had to go digging through the text to find it, and I knew I'd sent it to my friend, but I fucking screamed when I saw what she had said. Like, Dalton started messaging me on Grindr again. She said, LMAO, why the fuck is he pretty? If he wasn't, like, a future murderer, I'd be lit as fuck for you. Shout out my girl for being an oracle, I guess. I said that to her. She's like, on God, I never miss.
And then I said,
Neither did Chud, unfortunately. We cuddled on my couch and made out. I've struggled finding a good word for what happened next. Because I think, like, simulated sex, it's too vague. And frauding is too specific. But at some point, I put it between his thighs. Not his ass, unfortunately. We were, like, kissing. He flexed his legs together, which it's funny from, like, Mr. I'm not a gay bottom. Like, I remembered this. Like, this came... We talked a lot about his job. I don't think he ever asked about mine. Several times after doing things for him, he called me a good girl. It was hot, like, don't get me wrong, and all that. He was bigger than me, and he would switch from being overly affectionate to annoyed and angry. Later down the road, he would neg me over text, like, I miss your big forehead. And if I pushed back, he excused it.
You know I love you.
Which for one date, he said I love you, like...
Why are they so sexual? You know, I'm just trying to get some, like, it has to be, it's just, I don't even think it's my hormones or my autoimmune disorder. I think it's just my age. I'm, like, not into this hypersexuality thing. Like, it makes me feel like I'm longing for something more, like, hypersexual, like, just, I'm just not, I don't know what that is, but, like, the women that are like all about just like coming over to fuck you. I used to be all about that, smashing all the time, paying a girl's rent that's like a 10 out of 10 in New York City and just smashing the fuck whenever I wanted to. Obsessed with girls. And then it's like I realize that they're retarded, and it's like I'm like focused on domineering retards. And it's like that's not very impressive. And yet trannies are really hypersexual because they're seeking affirmation and they're very alienated. And so it's like this reciprocity of like hypersexuality, but like nothing else. And like, it's just some weird simulation or simulacrum of a womanhood that's really fucking fucked up. And what she's saying sounds completely legitimate. He does sound like he was negging her. He does sound like an asshole a little bit. Your tranny side piece has a huge forehead. That's not nice. You shouldn't say that. That's how God made her. Him. But dude, he's down. Why do you have to like? What are you gonna astroturf yourself as the chud that built like you knew he was a racist like Trump guy, and you're like gonna like lift yourself up to have like a Twitch stream tranny vision thing because of this guy's plight, and he might go to prison for the rest of his like. Now I don't feel that bad that he made fun of your forehead. Now I bet he's like really making fun of it. I feel bad for him. It's not, it's like, doing a little time, fucked up. No, it's like he's like doing a lot of time. His life's like seriously fucked up. I just don't even know. All right, I don't know, do something. It's Friday. Love you all.